You know, each week during this segment, we take the opportunity to consider a number of brand new motorcycle models that have been brought into Canada from any number of motorcycle manufacturers. For the most part, they're all stuffed to the gills with the very latest in engine technology, the newest in suspension bits, and they come with monster brakes and ABS. Then there's this baby, the Suzuki VanVan, a new-to-us motorcycle that's actually been around for some 40-odd years. Engine-wise, you get a simple air-cooled single-cylinder 200 with a 5-speed transmission. Engine technology? Well, it's got electric start, and back in the 80s they did add fuel injection. Suspension? Well, who needs an inverted fork? I mean, look at those fat tires and that seat. What about the brakes? Well, it does have a single disc up front. Out back, I think that's a drum. So what does it have, you ask? Well, it's funky for one thing. I mean, look at it, it's très cool. It's been around for 40 years, so it's simple as a hammer and it's sure to be reliable. Plus, it's super easy to ride. But you don't have to take my word for it. Here's Rhonda Nemeth. She hasn't ridden a motorcycle in over 18 years.
So Rhonda, I really appreciate you coming out and doing this today because I thought it would be fun that we throw you back on this as your sort of welcome back to the sport of motorcycling. And how was that?
I think throwback is the right word.
Yeah, well, this certainly
is thrown back to in time, getting on a bike, and the bike itself, I think, is a bit of a throwback.
Sure.
In a funky way.
It's 1972 all over again. Mm-hmm. Now, when was the last time you saw a saddle like this? It's huge.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I played around with today was like moving forward, moving back, because it was comfortable no matter where I sat.
Yeah.
It just changes your knee angle a bit, but it was really super comfortable. Yeah.
So let's talk about it. It's a 200cc air-cooled motor. We weren't expecting a lot of performance. So what did you think? You put it in a gear and off you went. What did you think?
No, it was I think it was the perfect bike to instill some confidence in me because I thought it was going to be okay, but then when I actually got here, I thought, oh geez, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I felt a little wobbly, but as the day went on, I felt more and more stable on it. It instilled confidence in me. A lot of shifting, but really low power, so it never got away on me. I never felt like, oh my God, I'm going too fast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, always very, very much in control.
How did you find the gear shift, the clutch lever, thinking in terms of an entry-level rider, what did you think? Yeah,
really easy to use, really straightforward, nothing tricky about it. The clutch I found stiff, but that's probably because I was just doing so much shifting today.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to it.
How was it for you in terms of vibration?
I didn't notice it. Maybe I was just too nervous to notice any of it, but I really didn't notice anything.
What about brakes? It's a simple braking setup. We've got just a single disc up front. Mm-hmm. Did you have enough feedback from the brakes, enough sensitivity?
Yeah, they were really comfortable. They didn't grab like I wasn't, and they didn't underperform either. Like they behaved the way I think I would have predicted. Really comfortable.
What about just the overall riding position for you?
Really comfortable.
Yeah?
Yeah, super comfortable. Yeah, I'm like my hands, they're wide on here, but even that felt good to me. Like it felt nice and stable. Maybe that sort of goes with how wide the tires are. Everything just is nice and balanced and spread out, but I felt super comfortable on it. And like I was saying, I would change like my seat position a little bit because the whole seat is comfortable.
Yeah.
So I was just playing around with that and the knee angle and the ankle angle with shifting. And so you've got a lot of room to position.
Who are we going to recommend this to? Who would you suggest consider buying one of these?
Yeah, I'd say a city dweller who might sometimes also want to go out into the countryside, go to the cottage. Yeah, I'd say it's perfect for a city dweller.
I mean, this thing is a hammer. It's so simple in terms of motorcycles.
And maybe that's why I like it so much. I mean, any bike I ever had was fairly simple.
Right.
And, the last bike I owned was built in 1982. So, you know, and the other ones were pretty basic dirt bikes. So
Yeah.
maybe that's part of what appeals to me is the simplicity of it.
So are you back? Have we managed to convince you to get back into the sport?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
at least start thinking about it?
I think so. I'm definitely thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know that I was before today. So yeah, quite possibly.
Well, you've got the jacket.
I know.
Great job, Rhonda.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming out today.
Thanks.